be honest here. Life is about relationships. Everything we do as people revolves around each other. But whether you are a husband, single dad, or a couple facing new challenges, life is not easy. Did you know that having a successful and uncomplicated relationship is not a matter of luck? It requires the ability to be open, honest, and vulnerable. But where do you learn how to do that? It's time you tune into You've Got Mail, Messages from Him, a unique radio show geared toward the Black male perspective of family, relationships, and community. I'm your host, TaShon, a certified relationship coach who brings a relaxed and unbiased perspective to issues such as communication, trust, breakups, divorce, and more. I know how to listen and understand. So tune in every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to You've Got Mail, Messages from Him, and prepare to be educated, entertained, and enlightened.
WSTN DB HD1, Atlanta, Charlotte, a situations media station. Time for some conversations about Black men, for Black men, with Black men. You've Got Mail, Messages from Him, with TaShon and Friends, on the sound of Morris Brown College, 102.6, The Situation.
Saturday mornings I'm tuned in, listening to TaShon, she be going in, Black queen for us black kings, we can learn a thing or two when we're locked in, one of the few places we can be heard, man I rocks with her, that's my word, the show is enlightening, engagement always enticing, I always come with an open mind, I'm never frightened, y'all, I'm guaranteed to walk away with minerals, now that I'm thinking everything else is minuscule, for the fools who don't protect black women, no arguing, disrespect, and that's it, y'all. Please come in peace when you call in, cause the friends ain't no slouch, fair warning. You got mail messages from him. Y'all better listen if you wanna win. Win in life, y'all. You wanna win in life. Tune in to TaShon and Friends. You got mail messages from him. Yeah. You've got mail messages from him. 10 a.m. to noon, Saturdays. Tune in. Yeah. You've got mail messages from him.
Hey, you guys, what's up? You've got mail messages from him with TaShon and Friends. I am TaShon. I got my friends Tank, the sports guy. I got my friends Ghost, the Green Machine, DJ Johnny Prince, and somebody didn't mute. I'm not muted.
You gotta mute yourself.
Is it me?
Somebody gotta mute themselves. You ain't muted.
The positivity is
somebody's sleeping
here online.
Somebody.
Wait a minute. We live, y'all. We are live. This is what happened in the studios. We are live.
Yeah. This is what happened when you're in the studio.
Good morning, Sharia. Good morning, ATL, and across the country. Where do we view?
Yeah.
Where do we view? We got people in Colorado and your hometown.
Yeah.
Tank. Where?
They all across the world.
They all across the world. Yeah. See, y'all been sleeping on You've Got Mail. Y'all been sleeping, but we outside of Atlanta too.
Yeah.
They need to check their sleep
I got
number.
folks in Japan.
Good morning, Edwina.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, what's going on?
Listen.
Hey, Adrian. Hey, out there in IG land. We are live in the studio. I got my friends in the studio with me, y'all. Adrian said, good morning, 102.6.
Good morning.
Some of y'all checking y'all sleep number when y'all done tuning.
Good
Some of y'all need y'all sleep number check.
What's going on? What's up, beautiful black men?
What's going on? What's going on?
How y'all do?
I'm great.
Great.
Yeah. I'm so PGO'd up.
You know what?
So PGO'd up. Those are the frequencies that we listen to.
Oh, okay. Black men. It did go over my head. I'm just saying. I
got my crystals on today.
You know, black men do this, y'all. Black men.
Yeah,
they're vibrating.
I got my Yeah, my D's on.
Okay.
No negative.
Okay.
No.
What's up, says Chef Jackson? I'll be visiting your restaurant soon, y'all. Y'all got to get on over there, posting right there.
Is that former Kirby? Is that Adrian? Former Kirby situation of the week? Let me see.
Yeah.
Good morning to you. Hey, Adrian, what's going on? Good morning.
They having a whole conversation over the air.
Good morning. Good morning.
We have author Edwina James.
Moni!
Yeah.
My little cousin, Moni from Cali.
What's up, Moni?
Cali.
Oh, we
Cali in the
got all kinds of
house.
y'all people be called. I
We
wish
got
salute
that.
y'all.
I know, right?
You know, I'm
We just be
serious.
acting bad on the radio.
I told y'all, this is the year of the supporter.
Yeah.
This is the year of the supporter.
Capricorn season.
There you go. You knew it was coming.
I knew it was coming. But you know what? I ain't even mad because I don't even know what season it is now.
Exactly. My point exactly. So it's still Capricorn season. Hey, you know what? Y'all need to find y'all a quarterback.
I don't even know what season it is.
I don't even want to talk about it. Hey, look.
Offensive line, weapons on the outside, Alvin Kamara.
Where's that Smitty Hustle?
And you still at home.
Oh, that's right. So who going to the Super Bowl?
And they still at home. They ain't.
Tampa Bay and
against the
Kansas City.
Chiefs.
oh yeah, what the little cute boy?
I got a real question. I got a real question though. I got a real question. Just I'll air real quick.
Okay.
Sports, because you're a sports guy.
Okay.
If Patrick loses to Tom, does he even have an opportunity to be in the conversation of being a GOAT?
Yes. Because
like
that
that.
young kid has 20 years.
I like
Oh,
that.
the little cute boy?
Yeah.
Not y'all.
Patrick Mahomes.
She talking about the little cute boy.
That's why I told Chef that I'll be watching because of the cute boy. That's how I know.
But we can't have a conversation with you and be like, the cute boy.
No, y'all don't have a
You really can't say
conversation.
that.
But I know that's
Man law.
So
so
much
he's the
violation.
quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
he's
he's
the
under 20. He just made 25.
Really?
Yep, just
First of all,
Oh,
and he already got a Super Bowl.
already got a ring.
Mhm.
He was the MVP last year. He's
Really?
This is back to back.
Okay.
Listen, and
Hey,
we talked about this,
Tanya.
with the cars
Shout,
this young
Tanya.
man has in the garage.
Okay.
And then we have a Sammy Watkins, a Bugatti
Yeah.
that ain't played.
Yeah.
Listen.
So it's really we're going to be watching him and Tom Brady.
Yeah, they're gonna go at it. It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a real good game.
But I'm gonna tell you something about. I'm gonna tell you something. Ghost go them fresh legs are food.
Man, them first legs,
Them young legs.
Hey, them young Thundercats
I
out
don't know
there.
that he's a kid.
Hey, look, they got them Thundercats.
Oh.
They got them Thundercats.
23 years old. When you wake up in the morning,
Mahomes. Yeah, okay.
you wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
I just know that I'm rooting for the cute boy.
Hey,
That's
look,
all. I know,
Mahomes, Hey, look, Mahomes handled the football like Steph Curry handled basketball.
Right,
He
I know.
ambidextrous.
Yeah.
Hey.
Now I have watched them play. Now I know something about football, even though Chef be fussing at me because I ask questions during the middle of the game. But you know, over the years I've learned. But I do know the little cute boy. That's what my
There she
nickname
go with the
for.
little cute boy.
Cute boy.
Little
Here we
cute
go.
boy.
What's his name? Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
That don't
Yeah.
sound right.
Yeah.
Cute boy sound right.
To you it do,
Yeah.
but to the
Y'all call him
men
Patrick.
of this room,
It's messages from him. We can't be talking about the cute boy.
exactly right.
I know,
That's
Tanya.
the
That's the
You gotta help me, Tanya.
How you start a man conversation
With the cute boy.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
sending the
because
wrong
it's my
message.
show. I'm TaShon.
You right. And you know what?
Cute boy.
Hey, you know what? I digress. We work for her currently. We are currently employees of TaShon.
Right, exactly.
So she just pulled rank. So I digress.
Yeah.
But the
Cute
thing is,
boy.
if we say it, it's not gonna be in that tone.
Yeah.
Oh, you a little cute boy. You a little cute boy.
No, don't y'all call him the cute boy.
If we do
I know.
That's what we try to tell you.
I'm gonna call him light skin. He sleep in fetal position. He light skin. He sleep with the legs curled. He sleep with the legs curled.
His sleep number ain't over 10 years.
Y'all light skinned boys gonna let him talk about y'all like that.
They can't help it.
Hey, if you're a light skinned dude and your sleep number over 15, call him. Call him if your sleep number over 15.
Y'all better start something up in here.
Oh, God.
I just don't.
That is hilarious.
No, just say the questions for after. I know I have learned that after the game to ask them questions, and it's so funny because I've dated football players, and my dad watched football, but I'm that person that I need detail by detail.
Nah, I need for you to mute. I'm gonna do this.
How many football players I've dated? Why? Does it matter?
Hey, look. A-E-I-O-U, sometimes Y.
Yeah. She got a little history book or something.
But I mean, I like football. But I've always liked them because you know the uniforms, the cute guys. I identify them by the cute guys. But y'all know my team is the Raiders, right? I'm a Raiders.
Who?
Raiders.
Who are that?
What you mean, who that?
Oh.
Black and silver. What you talking about?
You know about them?
Y'all know about them.
Which version of Raiders?
Have I heard?
Las Vegas, Los Angeles, whatever. California.
The traveling team.
Yeah, the travel. The travel team.
That's okay.
Okay, the travel team.
Saying.
Okay,
that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, them with the dude that used to wear the spikes on their shoulder pads.
You know what?
And
that's okay.
NWA. Oh yeah, guys. Yeah,
I'm a Raiders girl.
But some days
that's okay.
I wish I was a kid again.
Is this kind of love though?
There you go.
No, okay. Hey, wait a minute, TaShon, what kind of signs you putting up? Watch them signs. Whoa, watch them signs.
West side.
Hey, look, what you call it?
There you go, Moni. Raider Nation. That's it. That's all that matters. Raider Nation, because we some diehard fans.
Amazing. The South
no Super Bowl or whatever. We diehard fans.
The South ain't need no signals. We ain't need to put out no warning.
You know what?
Nothing. They don't.
Hey, Tia, what's up, girl?
Throw it up.
No,
Raider Nation.
Before you knew it was what up, my boss?
What am I about?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. What up? What up, boss?
Out of
That's
nowhere.
okay.
We ain't had to throw up no signals.
Shout.
We ain't putting no bats.
Hey, shout.
That's all right, because it ain't nothing but what about.
Let me put your game, shout.
You know what?
Leave the whole wide out of shouting. Shout.
Oh,
you know what? That's okay.
And
that's okay.
You know what? We were technically hired to do this.
You know what?
So with that being said, this is in my job description. Act the fool is in my job description. So with that being said,
Tim said, "Who that nation?"
Exactly. Who that? I'm Tank is my friend. I'm sorry, Tank, but Tim, how you just gonna tap in like that? You ain't even from Auburn.
Hey! I got a T-shirt for you. Don't worry about it. I got a T-shirt.
Okay.
I got a T-shirt.
Raider Nation.
You guys ain't won. Had a winning season since '84.
I don't care. I don't care.
There's nothing sexier than a woman that actually just acts like she's interested.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
But I'm telling y'all, I like sports.
Will you be at home? Do you put the black stuff over your eyes? Whoa, real Raider fan. That's a real Raider fan.
I got my shirts. No, I don't do all that. No, I don't do all that.
TLC on.
That's okay. I might this season.
Ain't nothing wrong with props.
I know. I'm not fooling with y'all today, but that's okay. Raider Nation, no. I know a little something about football. I just ask.
Muy poquito.
She got a little treasure chest at home.
I just ask questions at the wrong time.
You know what I mean? K.
What's wrong?
Sound down.
Oh, y'all know we live, y'all. We live. My sound?
Yeah, no, they should sound on one of your tablets.
Yes, the tablet.
Oh, we got all these devices.
Yeah, we got all these devices in. This is what happens when you have so much technology going on. You got to turn everything down.
Exactly.
Girl, look, I do know. Oh, it's still
hear
echoing. Do I need to mute y'all on live stream?
Except for me.
Mm-hmm.
So don't mute you, but mute those. Mm-hmm. Okay, what about now?
That
was it.
Wow. So that was your fault.
That was my fault. That was mine.
She had to mute me.
I didn't know I had to mute you.
That's not me. I didn't mute nothing.
That's right.
That was the boss.
She was in control.
That was the boss.
My bad.
The boss lady.
We in Vegas now. New year, new things.
Hey, we were talking about the boss lady. We weren't even talking about Las Vegas. We were talking about the boss lady. We weren't even talking about Vegas. You know what I mean?
The Falcons, so you said the Falcons on my team. Yes, I know we have some challenges, so don't come for me. Rise up. You know what? I like the Falcons. You
know, everything is an uphill climb. But they got a rock on their back.
Tanya.
I'm from the South, so I gotta go with what you know what I mean. So
it's an uphill climb, but they got a rock on their back.
But basketball season, so y'all know I'm a Lakers girl.
Oh, you good? Good?
I'm good on Lakers.
Now you can talk heavy game now.
I'm Lakers girl.
Yeah, you can talk heavy game.
Should we cue it up again? Should we cue it up again?
Hey, Rob, look.
Y'all know how many rings we got. Who on the team? I just want to. Who on the team? Let me see. Magic.
COVID.
Magic.
She giving the All-Star lineup. She giving the All-Star lineup.
It don't matter.
From 92.
It don't matter.
Hey, you know Magic ain't
Why
coming
don't you just
back.
go ahead and throw in Robert Parrish?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
You know,
I'm not gonna go there.
James Worthy.
I'm sorry. I don't want
James
to.
Worthy, yes,
We can't
all
afford
of
you.
them.
You got to stick together.
All of
Now,
them.
my favorite Lakers.
They
my
all
fa-
play on the team
listen,
together.
All
my favorite-
them.
Listen, come on now.
I mean,
Robert
look,
Parrish was a Celtic.
Yeah, he was a Celtic.
look, let me tell y'all something.
The Chief.
I
That's
don't-
my favorite
the
player.
Chief.
I
That's
don't
my
know
favorite
all of
player.
the ins and outs of. I just know the cute guys, all of them, and I just know I'm
The
a
cute
Lakers.
guys are not necessarily the best players.
They don't
Then Lonzo
mean
was
from
a
y'all.
beast
I'm talking about for us.
for you.
Yeah. For
So
us.
you like Anthony Mason?
Oh, stop
Bro, man.
playing.
Bro, man.
Wow.
Listen. They got Bro, man from Anthony Mason. Because I promise you, when he walked through that window, I was like, they got Anthony Mason on what?
Oh my.
So I do know that they the little Ronzo boy, he's here. Ronzo guy, he's
Rondo?
Rondo.
Yeah,
He's
Rondo.
here for the Hawks. He was
Yeah.
like I do know like some of the little roster.
You
know the
see
roster. I
a
know the
couple of the
updated
movement.
roster.
It's okay, Tank. She trying. It's
y'all
beautiful.
just
It's beautiful
know.
that she tried.
Y'all just know.
We can't hold
Man,
her
Chef-
accountable for. You know what I mean?
See, but me and Chef, you know, in the house, he a Cavs and Steelers, so you know, we just keep this rivalry going. But I've been a diehard Lakers fan since birth.
You know the
But
same.
it's no secret. I don't know who's all on the team. I just know when I see their faces, they're cute. If they're cute, I just know.
That's okay.
I know. Listen, it's about.
Yeah, I know
We can't
LeBron.
start-
I do know. No,
We can't
LeBron.
start conversations off with Mr. Lil.
Well, you know, but everybody
They
knows
can. They
that.
can. They
I
can.
can.
They can.
They can.
You know,
They have a whole
I don't even try to
conversation.
pretend to be into the sports thing.
That's-
I
that's
just
a
know
whole-
that I watch it.
We be looking at the sports. They be looking at the backsides and the cute
They really
faces.
do.
Yeah.
Especially if
Oh, he got muscles.
Come on.
Yes, I do know. I do know LeBron.
Like, I
and all
don't want to
them on there.
conversate about that.
So, but I'm just saying, like anything West.
Everything was coming.
But I'm a Raiders and Lakers. But don't ask me any logistics. Don't ask me about.
Golden State West Coast.
Huh?
Golden
Golden State. Yeah.
Golden State
So
playing
I mean,
ball though.
they're cool, but that
Yeah.
like the Clippers were. I was never attracted to the Clippers.
Why?
They-
West Coast.
Not
Well,
even during the Kawhi Leonard time.
I just wasn't attracted to the
Lakers.
Clippers because
The
they didn't have
Lakers
any.
would have
they were
showed.
all dark-skinned dudes.
Yeah, there was no light skinned dudes. Yeah,
They
they dark
didn't
skinned.
have
None of them were the cute guys.
Clippers dark-skinned.
Yeah, they dark skinned.
They
They
didn't
got
have any
names like Earl,
cuties.
Thomas,
Oh,
They-
for me.
James,
You know,
They have
no,
Michael
actually,
Oliver Candy.
I'm saying like
Billy and James.
for real, like
Billy and James Dawson. That's why you
know,
Gilbert Earl.
Gilbert and Earl. James was too dark, so she said she couldn't go to the game.
no, I'm trying to
His
tell
kneecaps,
you.
his kneecaps be extra dog. And his elbows.
He was ash.
Extra crispy.
So you said,
He was
now,
ashy on
baseball,
both
I
elbows
never
and-
got into baseball. I never got into baseball. I never got into hockey.
As a kid, that was my favorite
Chef
sport.
said, you
Baseball.
know who? Yes. So we have like he's the diehard sports person.
Yeah.
So he'll tell me, he'll be like, just be quiet.
Yeah, just chill, relax, relax, just relax.
Let me answer
But
the question.
y'all know that
Relax.
I'm a Lakers girl. Don't
Okay.
ask me about who's
On the team, you just.
I
an
know
average-
them
you
when
just a
I
fan.
see like
Yeah.
what's the little boy, the guy with the
I don't know.
burning eyebrows, the
Lord, Anthony Davis, really?
Yeah, I know. But
Is
I'm
that
saying-
what you describe
AD.
it as? But that's probably what
AD.
everybody describes it.
But I'm saying I know their faces and I know like you know.
Yeah, he's a Laker.
Yeah, he's a Laker. I know.
The unibrow.
Yeah, the unibrow. He's a cutie too. He's a cutie. I just know they're cuties. You know. That's okay because I'm TaShon. I can do that. I didn't hear that loud enough.
Sure, you can.
You can't.
I
Oh no,
didn't hear
I'm
that
sorry.
enough.
You can definitely do
You
that.
can do that.
She can
Sure.
definitely do that.
Have at it, please.
Have it. Hey, look, whatever
I'm not going to say no stuff like that.
I'm not. You now. That's not in my contract. I do
No,
not have
that's not
to.
in your contract.
My contract says act the fool. Act a fool. Hey, look, I can leave when I. Hey, look, when I walk in the door, all coaching schematics,
That's
ethics, everything. I left out
You
there.
know what I say.
Exactly.
Act a fool.
Act the fool.
Again, she's singing. You can't win. You can't get in. can't get out of the game. You can win.
Me and my sister did that.
You can win,
We
child.
won that contest too. We were like,
Look, she be having throwbacks.
I do. That's what Chef always. He said, "You just be just all over the place."
You be
It's
all over the
fun
place.
though. It's fun though.
It is fun. Ain't
Because
that
at our
right,
age,
Chef?
we've seen a lot and
We
absorbed a lot.
have, haven't
And
we?
we don't even look like it.
We don't. We don't.
Not
We
even
have.
close.
No.
Oh my goodness.
But some
Yes.
of y'all in the 30 look like murder.
What? Yes, they do.
They look,
They do.
they look
They
like,
do.
you look like
I'm not
spare
gonna-
change already.
You know what?
Spare change.
You 30 and look like spare change.
You ain't never lied.
Not even a whole dollar.
He said not the whole dollar.
Spare
change.
change.
Yeah. You got mail messages from him. I am TaShon. I got my friends up in here. Yeah, we are, as usual, cutting the food.
Oh yeah, cutting the rug. If you got a problem with it,
Because we got
you
to laugh.
clicked on my face. I do not feel bad about nothing that I say
you
on
click-
this microphone.
Ladies,
clicked on
he
my
wants you
face.
to click on his face.
You
You
clicked.
clicked on
That is
my
so
face.
true. You clicked on our faces.
That could be dangerous. That could be real dangerous. That could be
You
real
clicked on our
wrong.
faces.
Hey, that
That is
Saturday
so
morning,
true.
you need. Hey, look, you better make sure you have you some good Joe. You might not need no cream or sugar.
Might call it.
Oh, Lord.
If it's strong enough, you call it Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
Go spit it out.
He almost got you sprayed just then. Tank.
Click it on a
He almost got you sprayed just then. Tank. I would have had to apologize, my brother. I would have
Oh,
got
my
napkins
goodness.
and everything and tried to wipe it all up.
I told him his comedy has been getting
Oh.
much better.
He's
You know
been
what,
getting
Shop?
good.
Yeah.
Girl,
Yeah,
sorry.
that tambourine.
Cutting up
What
already.
that was? The little thing that used to dance on
Cutting up
WB.
already.
Oh, Michigan J. Frog. Oh, Lord.
Thank you, Demetrius.
the
He
little
said, man, you
frog.
guys having a
The
ball.
WB.
Oh, shout out. Oh, she the favorite brown night. That's what I'm talking about. It's some whole,
What's up, Demetrius?
yeah.
What's going on?
I like
yeah.
when people tune in and be
Oh, I
having a good
told you
time.
this is a year of the supporter.
Yeah,
You
that's
been
all we
reminding me
doing.
that
Yeah,
the
I've been
year of the
telling you, I've been
supporter.
trying to tell you, but I've been trying to tell you.
Year of the supporter.
That's it. I don't care nothing about who won't listen.
Free game.
Free game.
Free game.
We trying
Year
to
of the
let y'all know what we
supporter.
want.
Free game. Even you
love
can
my
do. You can be
supporters.
dyslexic. Game free.
It is verbally being given.
Yeah, verbally being
There's
given to
no
you.
dyslexia in it.
What's
None
up,
at all.
Mr. Check Right? What's going on out at IG land and Facebook?
How you
land
doing? How you doing?
And YGM podcast, all of that.
It's all
I'm telling
that.
y'all, it's the year of the supporter.
Mm-hmm.
The year of the supporter, because I cannot do this without y'all. So
Hey,
I
look.
am.
Nothing but good time. Y'all see my show? Y'all see my show? Nothing but good time. That's what we're doing. That's all we're doing. We ain't have nothing but good time.
We smiling and laughing.
Yeah.
2021.
Hey, look. Hey, look.
Hey,
So
bro.
listen. Let me tell you how. So I'm gonna give y'all a story real quick.
Oh,
It ain't gonna
Lord.
take me
Do I
nothing but
need
a
my-
second.
do I
You
need
know,
my
it's
coffee?
actually a good story. It's
Okay.
a funny story.
Okay.
So I went to Cascade Wednesday, right?
I saw. I just
So-
didn't tell you.
So Pete, right? So when the class start, it's like about 100 people there, right? So we gotta walk in our skates to a certain area to stretch. You know, I'm no good at this. Everybody is around. Then Camille comes up and she sees me and she's like, "Oh, hey!" I take my mind off of balancing myself on the skates, feet in the air, in front of everybody. Bow. Hey,
Nobody
look,
recorded it.
nobody got it. And
Was
then
it
give
delayed?
hey, look, then give Camille and say, "Oh, you feel so gracefully."
How
And
long
I
has
just
it been
laid
before
there.
you been on skates?
I haven't been on skates since a kid, like
Yeah.
7, 8,
Yeah.
and
I
I'm.
think the last time I've been on skates was probably about 10 years ago.
And see, my
now.
thing was, I love skateboards.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
So I love skating. I am going to get back. I started at World on Wheels, y'all, in LA at 2. At the age of 2, my parents took
but
me to
give
World on
me
Wheels.
about a good 2 months. I'm
I
gonna be
had my
sliding around that
parents
thing.
with the
Don't
green
forget-
wheels
no,
and the pom poms.
You don't forget.
Yeah, and then when I slide around that
You
thing,
know they
I'm
hit a
gonna
little
be.
different now.
Yeah, it hit a little different now.
Hit a little
Cause
different.
when I hit that floor, I had to sit there for about a good 10.
Oh, I'm real on that part. I'm
Yeah, I
real on
had
that
to sit
part.
there for a
I'm
good
real.
10.
Yo, I subscribe to Big Game.
And then, hey look, and then Camille gonna talk about something. Oh, he good. All the muscles. Nah, B. I'm over the hump.
Yeah, I love roller skating. Venice Beach. I need to get back. I'm definitely going.
I got you, sis.
Year.
I'm gonna go and grab you one of these guys. My sis want a shirt.
Yeah, she
good
want a
times
shirt.
only.
Yeah,
we be having good times only. That's it. Drinking coffee and acting a fool on the set.
We're gonna start eating good up in here, y'all. I got something planned for y'all. I hope.
What?
Yes.
They don't even know what's going on. You know what? You can't get with the game. You got to move in silence.
I got to move in silence.
And then when you make
I got something planned for y'all.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So y'all get ready. February be on and popping.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look.
On the
You need to let me know so I can bring some extra spirits.
We're not going to celebrate Capricorn style.
Y'all
not going to celebrate Capricorn style.
But you understand. You don't understand. But I'm dangerous with a blender.
Hey, he good. They not going to even know. It's going to be orange juice.
Yep. It's
going to be orange juice. Yes.
Wouldn't it off the chain?
Yeah. Orange juice. It's going to be orange juice.
That was morning libation.
The morning libation.
I like that. But I got something planned for y'all.
Okay,
so
you know.
This is messages from him, y'all. This is the platform for the black man, y'all.
Yeah, what y'all want to hear me tell y'all about? Cause I tell y'all when I told y'all want to listen. I'm trying to tell you. Cause whatever we want to communicate about, we can talk about.
So let me put this out here now. This show is my show.
We work for her.
And God gave me this show to help me build a better relationship between my brothers and I, because you know what, black men are good. They are dope.
Yeah,
y'all
we are definitely dope.
Y'all are thebone.com.
I appreciate you for doing this.
Yeah, you know, I
because we be getting beat up.
I know.
I'm talking about
we get stereotype from the last generation.
Hey, man, we be getting
all the way
papped
down.
We be getting papped out.
I love James Evans, but I ain't James.
I ain't Paul. I ain't Brick. I ain't none of them dudes. You know what I mean?
I know.
I ain't the dude. You know, I don't get the crease in my jeans and let them stand up in the corner no more. That ain't me. You know, that ain't me.
But people the ones out in the jeans though.
Yeah, we were. I ain't the old school. Hey, look, I ain't the old school dude with the big belt buckle. I'm good. And I got a little drip.
A little leak going on.
I got a little leak going on.
By the way, shout out Tanya. I see a comment there. Yes, she was the Buy Black Marketplace winner of the raffle. She got our candles.
Oh,
she lit up her candles.
Light it up.
Yeah, she lit it up, and her and the owner have connected. So he got some dope stuff. Shout out to Just Pour by Alex for providing those those candles for us. It was really dope. She's enjoying them, and she's about to get more. And this is what the connection is from Buy Black. It's bigger than just seeing the businesses. It's about upholding and supporting the Buy Black movement. That's what it is. And we got another one February 6th.
How many of y'all burn those candles?
I burn them.
A lot of y'all burn those candles.
I burn them.
And I know how much y'all spending at these other places. I ain't gonna say that, but I know
you ain't never lied.
I know it. I done got up at 3 a.m.
to stand in that line
to carry that box.
Yeah, I watch you
like a grown man.
I don't buy
carry that box now. Suffer
from anything other than melanated people.
Yes, Tanya, I love my black men. I love black men.
We love you.
We love you too.
And the first one that I love is my chef. Handsome honey.
H2.
My handsome honey.
See? H2. Yeah. I can't say what she saying, so I say H2. You know what I mean?
I do. You know, and again, that's the purpose of this show, is to build that bridge. You know why? Because I am certified relationship coach.
Right.
But you know,
get us some help.
Yeah, you
we
know,
need some help. We need some help.
Y'all are some good people, and I need folks to know that there are good black men.
Exactly, because I'm
surrounded by them.
I'm tired of trying to tell you. Listen, y'all
into vibrations, y'all into the frequency,
all that.
Help me, please. Hey, look, you're still manly and all of that kind of stuff.
Hey, look,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, when you get on that journey, you be going over here. They be looking at you like, "Boy, where you from?"
we got coaches, we got media,
we got everything.
We got black men out here are doing it, and I'm surrounded by it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if you had hiccups in life, guess what? You're here to tell the new black.
I don't fool with folks that ain't had hiccups.
Right. Yeah, you ain't never lied.
Because 9 out of 10 you're lying.
Yeah, you lying.
Right.
10 out of 10 you lying.
Right.
My God.
If you've been perfect, If you've been perfect all your life,
no such thing.
no, I don't deal with you because you can't tell me nothing.
Because you're lying at that point.
I'm sorry. You ain't talking about nothing.
You can't tell me nothing. So,
if you never been through nothing, how can you tell me anything?
Right.
Because know what that means at this point in your life, when you do go through something, it's gonna be overly
true. Yes.
I'm a life coach because I don't experience life.
Yeah. Right.
At its highest and
you
lowest levels.
brought that last week, you guys. We had a good time at my at Fireside Chat Vision, and we had Coach Jarvis on the panel.
Good time.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you were transparent and
Always.
you brought some knowledge. So shout out to you and my girl Pastor G for helping me out, for co-hosting with me Fireside Chat. And y'all look out for that because that's a monthly session that I do, and it's free, you guys. So, but if you need to hear him in that session, you can look on the website, and it's posted on YouTube. I did record it, so for educational purposes. So, I suggest that you all literally look at it, view it, because we gave some good information about vision, and it was for both men and women.
Yes, indeed.
So, that's one reason why I wanted you to come on so you could show men that they need vision.
Yeah,
too.
I'm trying to do like Pastor G. I want me a whole vision room. She got a whole vision room, bro.
Yeah.
Whole room.
Oh, it's
just vision.
Y'all see that we live.
Yeah,
y'all
all that. Yes.
So
yes.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, we can hear you clear now.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
You vibrating now. Just went up. Just went up. You know what I mean? Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, bro, reset the bar for me. If a man can't communicate on that level, he can't talk to me.
He can't talk to me.
But you know, though, let's be real, and I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. It's not that you don't just get that. You don't just get that. It takes a lot of work, and you have to be willing to work with that person.
Right.
You have to be willing to work with that person past your limits.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say that again. You have to be willing to work with that person past your limits. Because to be with somebody like that, you got to go past your limits.
Yeah.
You're going to go past your limits.
Yeah.
So we're gonna piggyback on that. So if you are doing that, you better be dating with a purpose because you don't want to be wasting your time.
Yeah. That's messages from him.
The one thing that I always said that I never wanted my wife to say was, I wasted my youth with you. That is to me, that is the ultimate insult.
Really?
And talking to women, a lot of women felt like they wasted their youth.
Yeah.
And I never want her to feel like that.
And then we get papped out. Ping, 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 ping.
I can see that because that's what I felt with my first marriage. I felt like I wasted my time,
and it's probably true.
Because I chose. Remember in the session, I was like, I chose that plan and didn't wait because I was trying to meet a deadline, this, that, another. But when you wait on God.
What deadline? Was it in your head?
No, you know,
it's a female deadline.
So listen. So I had this conversation, right? We had this conversation. So Pete, when we was growing up, we was outside playing kickball, sideline bus, shooting the little hoops, kicking it with the fellas. Females was in the house figuring out what kind of wedding dress they want.
Yeah.
Dolls. So listen, they were already properly prepared for something that we knew nothing about. So when we get into the concept of what? I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we had our life planned out.
We didn't.
And I literally had a book, and I
see what I mean.
I had a notebook,
and they got to throw their book away.
Yeah, a plan, like from job to the family to fitness to everything. That's how we would do it, and we had to meet that deadline by 30. Like no later than 35. And so we didn't factor in life because you never think about death. You never think about challenges. You never think about, you never think about all that stuff. So when it doesn't happen, then that's when reality, and you like, what the hell just happened? So it just, you like, oh, so life hit. And then you just, oh, okay. And then that's when the maturity started kicking in. And that's when, but some women don't get that. Some women are like, okay, no, this got to happen. But that I had a whole notebook.
She didn't have a contingency.
It was organized, categorized, everything.
They are prepared.
They actually are
prepared.
But they don't have a contingency plan.
Correct. They don't have that. So, like, my wife had the same thing. She had like, I'm going to have my kids by the time I'm 20. I'm looking like, and she had it. And the killer part about it is we did.
Yeah.
Like everything
and then,
with us vibrates.
And some of it does come. Some of it comes, but then what happens afterwards, then that's when life events happen, and then it messes up your plan. So like for me, I was supposed to have my kids by 28, 29, 30. I was supposed to be like doctor of education, this, that, and other. But it didn't happen because what happened? My dad died. I didn't get married in time, or this, that, and the other. And then I end up rushing to get married, knowing good and well I wasn't supposed to be married, but I was trying to. And I put this all in the book, and that's why people don't understand. They be like, "You so transparent." I'm like, because again, this is something that I hid, and I'm like, oh, so it doesn't happen like that? Like it don't. And the meanwhile, we're getting mad at y'all because we don't see y'all with a plan. You know what I'm saying?
But it's our fault too.
Yeah.
Because we don't step in and say, whoa, Kimosabe. Whoa.
That's because
well, sometimes y'all do. We just ain't gonna listen to y'all.
But look, at that point, on a whole nother level, like years ago, we didn't know how to communicate at that level.
Yeah, yeah.
We didn't know how to communicate that. Even the small things, like when you with someone and you need to communicate about, instead of having someone figure out what's going on with you financially, emotionally, just sit there and be like, look, baby.
Yeah.
This and that and third happened, you know, and I normally wouldn't do this, but I need a little help right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of assuming that it's her responsibility, that ain't your mama.
Yeah, yeah.
That's your
because
old
I
lady.
thought that I was supposed to be I had set my life up where I was supposed to be Ricky Ricardo, Lucy. I was like the housewife and all of that. Like I was supposed to do this housewife thing and the mother, all of that. Like that was my life, but. You know, when God, it's like God gives you that plan and that vision. It's like, no, wait a minute, you know, that's not what I have for you. So when you have them upside down, those obstacles, all of that stuff, then you start realizing, oh, wait a minute, you know, like, and then we don't listen to, and then that's when the forcefulness comes in from the women against the men and all that, because it's like, y'all not listening to us. This is what's on my plan. This is right here. Like literally, you have a plan.
But it's better. But it's our fault because what I did was I didn't do like I was dating somebody, and year passed, almost 2 years. You figure you've been in a relationship like that. That's the one. I didn't do that. When the night I met my wife and saw her at the basketball game, I knew in my mind everybody got to go.
Really? You had to clear the list.
Everybody got to go.
You ain't got to go home.
You got to go.
Because either I'm going to be with her or I'm going to cheat with her. So what y'all want to do?
Yeah. What age did y'all get married?
I was in my 30s. Like, see, me and my wife are 7 years apart.
Okay.
I actually knew that, okay, you guys are ready way before us.
Yeah.
Like y'all have our plan mapped out, our suits and everything.
Oh, yeah.
On the bed.
Yeah.
And y'all had the suit laid on the bed already.
Yeah. Yeah. We got your career laid out. Yeah.
I mean, you just have to find.
Forget what y'all want.
But the thing is, though, you have to find the one that don't work.
It don't work.
Because in the end, guess what's gonna happen? How you
gonna define my happiness?
Oh, you gonna be what I said. What you gonna be on this paper?
And you gonna be by yourself.
Doggone it. You gonna be what I said. I wrote it out.
You know what's gonna happen, Ghost?
I wrote it out.
We're gonna be over at that other chick house.
Yeah.
She told me about being all that. She told me she's the only one to understand what I'm talking about.
You gonna be what I said on this paper. That's what I said. Doggone it. And if you gonna be in corporate America, you gonna be in.
You the only one that get me, Cheryl. Yeah. You the only one that get me. She be over there just talking and talking.
I'm going home. Be my side piece.
I mean, literally, ladies, if y'all don't know anything, I'm 49 years old. I done been through it.
Relax.
Did it. I'm trying to tell you. And it helped me even with marrying Chef this time because I had to go through that period. And it's like, no control. You don't have no plans. This is a different whole dude. Yeah. You're not going to do what you did. Like my elders had to tell me, Sean, you're not in control. Relax. This, that, and other. Yes, relax. He is his man. He a man. You have to throw away them plans. You have to ask God for what he has for you. And your mate, let me tell you, I can't tell you how to get a mate because a lot of women, how you get married and how you do this. I can't give you 10 steps to anything because everybody is different.
First of all, you got to let go.
Yeah, you can.
And that's first of all, when you got to let go.
And again, I'm 46, so I think I know a little something.
Right.
When we start to get to this age and we single, we start to feel like, you know what, I've been doing it like this by myself this long.
Yeah.
And you get stuck in that way.
Yeah, you get stuck.
Listen, you can be stuck in that way, but you can be stuck by yourself.
Yeah. And you really do. You have to honestly prepare yourself, women. I'm trying to tell y'all, and that's one. And again, that's going back to this show. I needed something for us to bridge the gap between men and women to help us understand where you all are coming from. Because again, we love y'all, and I know y'all love us, and that communication piece is there because again, we have a different perspective of what our relationships should be like and all this. But then it's like when it doesn't happen, then that's when we freak out and we be like, we can't find no good men, we can't do this. And I'm thinking like, well,
what makes you a good woman?
Well, I ain't
also too. First of all,
but
I'm gonna be real with you.
But I'm just saying,
it's message from him, so I'm gonna give it something from me. What makes you a good woman? Since you think you're a good woman because you But
I mean, we need to listen to each other because I just refuse to say.
You can't listen until you learn our language and we learn yours.
Hey, look,
and that's just true, and I agree with that.
Respond.
Yeah.
You got to really listen to understand.
Yeah.
And we listen to respond because we don't know your language.
Exactly.
Because I have learned to listen to Chef's language. Like it is taking me some time. Y'all, I even I'm letting him drive, y'all.
You don't know what that means, but I do. She doesn't let.
I didn't let him drive in the beginning.
She had a broke foot.
It's a security thing. I know.
It is. Well, and it's just a control. It was a control thing. And then I couldn't officially
acting like somebody's mama.
Yeah, and you're right. You are so right.
Acting like
I had to stop. He'll come in a heartbeat. He'd be
Relax.
like, man, my mama in Cleveland.
Exactly.
But you know what?
And I'll be like, I don't care.
I'm gonna say this.
Cleveland.
Don't ever lose that because a woman that takes care of her man like that.
Yeah. See, and that's that balance that we don't know. We didn't know how.
Correct.
Because we were like, okay, I'm trying to be his mama, but then you're like not. And you're right. We have to create that balance. So, because his mom knows how I take care of him, and she has given me my props for that. She said, I know you taking care of my son or whatever. And so first I'm like, oh yeah, but you do as women, we have to learn that balance. And a lot of us don't know that balance.
You need to learn how to relax. That's my word.
Yeah, we got to learn how to relax.
Relax, man, relax. Why so serious?
Yeah, son, it goes both ways. We have to so, again, this is that reason for this show. He actually inspired me for this show because it's like, I need to learn his language. I need to learn y'all's language because people are just not going to tell me, oh, well, there are no good black men. I'm like, no, there are good black men and healthy relationships and all of this. We just have to find that connection. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of y'all want that microwave black man. Y'all don't want.
We do.
They do. Y'all don't want the old school chop up. No, that go with your cooking game.
Yeah. You gotta let that thing marinate.
The cooking game has declined along with that. You can't just instantly do stuff. Them instant dudes get y'all in trouble.
Yeah.
I gotta we gotta start defending us.
For real, we got them instant cats. Them instant cats that microwave.
Microwave. We don't want to wait.
No, I'm saying some of y'all will eat the first. Listen, yes, y'all will. We microwave it and it get cold. You put it, and what happens when you keep microwaving food?
Yeah,
it get hard.
Yeah,
and you can't do nothing.
You can't even chew it.
And you can holler about, he hard headed. You microwave them too many times.
You know how that biscuit get when you put it in the microwave and then take it out.
I don't care how much you wrap it up in the paper towel.
I don't care if you put a little water on it and everything to let y'all know I really know what I'm doing. You throw that thing and hit somebody in the back of the head. You got to
going to hurt.
Let me ask you a question.
You got to charge.
If you got to keep microwaving that dinner, it ain't really that good.
It ain't that good.
So why did you get it in the first place?
Because you know what? When you let that thing marinate, you can put it out the refrigerator and eat it cold.
Exactly. But in this case, you just wanted something right here, right now.
And then when you get that something right then and right now, then you want to hold me accountable for your decision.
Because you had to drive home with it and it got cold.
What kind of ninja is you?
Sound like they trying to vent. Sound like they venting, y'all. Are they trying to say? Are they trying to talk to us in code? Or they talking in code?
That ain't code. That was just facts.
That's the man code that they talking. I'm
gonna tell the truth and shame the devil.
Hey, look, you heard what he said. He gonna tell you shame the devil. I'm the life coach, but not right now. But look, check this out though.
Sound like.
What we were just saying, like.
What were y'all just saying?
This is what we were saying.
Please tell me.
So very often, I just had this conversation. So look, I'm reading 2 books, right? They're both female books. One book says closed legs don't get fed. Hold on, closed legs don't. Let me make sure I say it right. Closed legs do get fed. One book is
wonder if she's gonna come in here with the book too.
Pause, my guy.
I need to hear.
Hey, look. The other book is Closed Legs Don't Get Fed. Both books by females. One book is coming from the standpoint of you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're not gonna eat. Another book is coming from you don't need to do all that, and you can still get the man you want.
Marvin said, "Teach brothers."
So with that being said, we gotta walk. It's kind of like a DUI test.
Mm-hmm.
We've been intoxicated so long. Now we gotta walk this line and figure out which way we're gonna lean, and we might because the closed legs that don't get fed, that she can cook, she can do this. The closed legs that do get fed, she don't like to do nothing but try to be in control of a man and don't allow him to be a man.
Right.
So what do you need me for?
Right. And I remember I talked about that in my book in the first marriage. I was like, I don't need a man other than for particular things, and I'm like, because I had it all, or I can do it all. I don't need you, but just for this. I mean, because I was in my plan. I did everything. I had everything under control. So it's like when this guy came along, I'm like, okay, all I need you is to give me a baby. That's it. I don't need you for anything else.
That. And they wonder why we be walking around with the chick that pop the bubble gum and the neck do like this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Y'all like them roundabout girls.
No, but the thing is,
they've been through something,
right? Yeah. And they understand loyalty,
right?
They do,
right?
And that's our language.
Yeah.
That is our language. And loyalty is not if you cheat on me. Loyalty is I told you that I peed the bed when I was 5 and I never heard it again.
Right.
Not when we get to argue with your pissy.
Correct.
Yeah. I agree with y'all.
I agree with you. Not only with us in relationship with friends. A friend doesn't take your insecurities and use them as weapons.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is that's the proper way to articulate.
Because we're not friends at that point. My friend understands my fears.
Exactly.
My friend knows where they come from.
Exactly.
And he gonna even jump in the way of that shit. Jump in the way of that.
Right.
Sometimes, but that's a real friend. People don't seem to understand that they take your secrets
and use them against. Yes, they become weapons. They'd be like, be careful who you whisper to.
And the worst part is a lot of them you sleep with the person who takes your weapons, takes your insecurities and use them as weapons.
Indirect devil. Ooh.
So we gonna have to finish this topic, y'all. We
got guests coming in.
You've got mail messages from him, y'all. This is the platform. I am enjoying it. Like Latanya said, Marvin said, "Teach, brother." I mean, like literally.
Yeah, we ain't just talking. We
gotta listen.
Hey.
We gotta listen.
Yeah,
behind the scenes. Trust me, like when people say you've been through things and you really been through things and you speak from your experience, that teaches a mug because the cost. Like people may tell you what the lesson was, but they don't tell you the cost.
I just want to talk about the cost.
Man.
So let's welcome in our guest, author Tanya Terry. How you doing, Miss Terry?
Good. How are you?
I am good. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay. All right. So you guys, we have an author Tanya Terry. I am so, I love authors and I love children, and it's like all this wrapped up in one, like emerging author Tanya Terry published You Are Loved, a children's book for love and support. I'm just so excited to any books that represent children of color, brown, I just love, and I'm just letting you know I will have it in my library for my babies, my pre-K babies, and so forth.
Oh, that's cool.
So yes, I love it. So Tanya, how are you? Welcome to You've Got Mail Messages from Him. How are you?
I'm doing well. Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
it's a little choppy. Can you all hear? I can't. I'm a little choppy. Is it choppy?
Speak now.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. So Tanya, tell us who you are.
Yes.
And what you do.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just an everyday girl. I'm from Virginia. I consider myself from the South, because I'm south of the Mason-Dixon. I live in Charlotte right now. But I grew up in Virginia. I'm big on family. Went to school in Virginia, lived in Boston and Pittsburgh. I work for, in corporate America, but I have a passion for children, and which led me to write this book. I had a dream about it, and I felt this message needed to be shared, especially with our Black and brown children.
Right. So is this your first book? This is the only
my very first.
Wow. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what made you decide to write the book? Like what details? Because people always say they're writing children's book and they really don't have a focus. They just know that it's a good market and they want it. But people don't understand when you're writing children's books, it's supposed to be impactful because again, we need books, especially books of children of color. We need that.
Exactly. Like I said, I literally had a dream that I wrote this children's book. And, my nephew was really kind of inspiring about it too, because, he's 2 years old. I'm reading to him. I see how he engages with the books. I had this dream. It was all laid out. The person that was going to publish for me was in the dream. And I know her from childhood.
Wow.
Her and her brother started a publishing company years ago. So the next morning I woke up, I was like, okay, I sent her a message and I said, I had this dream. Like, I've never gone through this process before. Like, help me out. And she walked me through the process. I sent her the manuscript and I worked with the illustrator. That was the longest process, like the illustrations, but it all came together. And when I got to the end, I was like, okay, they were like, you need to put this out. And I'm like, it's
right.
It's a vulnerable process, but I'm glad I did it. It's been received very well. I think the message, especially during this time, needed to be heard. So I'm proud. Yeah.
Most definitely. Now we were just talking about visions and so forth. So you said you had this had it in your dream and whatnot. So were these your plans prior? Did you ever think about being an author or what?
No, I knew I liked working with children, but I never thought I would enter in this space. So you just never know. You're going along and you have plans, but then God turns it around. So I'm thankful for it.
Yeah, most definitely. So it is a children's book. So tell us more about the book and without giving us too much because we will be purchasing the book. We're going to be purchasing the book.
Yeah, we're going to support it. Definitely.
So tell us what the book is about.
Yeah, so this brown girl learns how much she's loved through her family and friends, and she learns the importance of self-love, and then giving back. The book ends with the importance of giving back. So I think that's something too I didn't see a lot in children's books, how it's encouraging people that you're blessed to be a blessing,
Right.
And so it just kind of goes through that, and it's written in the form of a poem, so it's a little bit different, but it comes to life and touches on all those themes. And then the crazy thing is one of the images shows the little girl. She's like speaking. And, she's in school. She's talking about how she could be anything she wants to be, and this book released on December 1st. And then, then we have President-elect, now Vice President-elect or Vice President Kamala Harris. So it was perfect timing with everything that was going on with the pandemic and the racial, ascension in the country. So
right. Now, did you write the book during the pandemic?
I did.
Okay.
At the beginning of the year. Yep.
So how was that process? Because a lot of people didn't understand, or they would say, well, how could you start something in the middle of pandemic and all of this? What was that process like for you? Like, what was the writing process for you?
I had a lot of time. We had to have several seats during this pandemic. So,
yeah.
I had a lot of time to think and reflect and write. So that's what I did.
Yeah. Was it easy? I know for me, writing is not as easy as I thought it. Well, I guess it depends on the genre. But was this writing process easy for you, or was it difficult?
It was somewhat easy. I enjoy writing and journaling. So, again, it's something that was personal too, that ended up getting shared with everyone. So again, it's like, who is it that said, I think it was Eric Badu, like, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my stuff. So I'm like, I wrote this and I wanted to be shared, but I also wanted to be received well, as because it's something personal that I wrote.
Yeah. So do you plan on writing more, or is this going to be a series, or is this just a one book, and you're going to plan to write some more?
This particular book is no plans for a series, but I did write a story about my nephew. So if I do decide to put out some more, it'll be about him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what? Again, I'm an educator by day, and I love to incorporate books, especially for my brown babies. When you're writing, and did people try to encourage you to, oh, well, you should write books for all children, or did that conversation ever come up? Because I know it has come up with me sometimes, like, well, you're a teacher and you should write books that incorporate all races and so forth. But did that ever come up with you when writing this book?
No, I mean, I wanted to specifically have a brown, Black and brown child featured in the book because, as we said, representation matters, right? And I know growing up, I didn't have books that, represented my color and, in any of the books. So I think it's important. And I think a lot of books now are coming out with Black and brown children. I think it's great.
Yeah.
That's how our children build confidence and see themselves incorporated in the world. Yeah.
So when is you say you're writing a book about your nephew, right?
So that actually has already, I've already written that. I haven't moved forward with it. I'm trying to take one step at a time because I just released this other one.
Right.
But yeah, so that is already written. I do need to find an illustrator that can truly capture his essence.
Yeah. So fellas, you have sons and daughters. So how is your library for your kids with their books? Do y'all have a diverse, or are all your books brown, representing?
I try to keep mine as brown as possible. And then, my daughters, they're kind of old. So they're 17 and 15. So I just kind of push them towards it. You don't want to force it on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you push them towards it, like both of my daughters, I had them read The Coldest Winter Ever, like 3 years ago.
Okay.
With Winter Santiago.
Okay.
Because that story is the story of a young Black girl who comes up in a family with this money and loses it all, and she got to find herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it shows adversity, going through adversity, what it takes to go through it.
Yeah.
My son, I got to get him out video game. The concept of reading is like a challenge right now.
Yeah.
You know what? And let me ask you, how important is that all the imagery? Because this week, like me and my daughter have been going through this little thing with the clothes. She's 15. And she has an alphabet already at 15.
Okay.
And we're going back and forth. And I showed her the picture of Barack and Michelle at the inauguration. I said, look at how she has full clothes on, but she's still the baddest chick in the room.
Yeah.
I said, that was the greatest example. You fully clothed and you still the baddest chick in the room.
Yeah.
Barack looked like a sophomore dating the baddest senior in school. and got an attitude with it like, yeah, I know, bro. I mean, for seriously.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, she is fully clothed.
Yeah.
That is a art.
Yeah.
The same way with that, that's how we have to, that imagery we have to, because you being an educator, right? Me, what I see, I don't see a lot of kids being forced to read books, period.
Yeah.
Not even thinking about books that are catered to melanated people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even the whole concept of writing in cursive. When have you ever seen a kid in this day and time write something in cursive?
Well, they removed it.
I know they removed it.
They removed it.
They removed all of these things, and it's like we have to take control again and start to, because this particular book, I'm going to get this book and give it to my daughter. Did y'all know stuff like this existed?
Right.
So it opens their mind up to something else, because you can be stuck in a pandemic and still be in Paris and being, all you got to do is read a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah. You
And,
got
it was
mail.
powerful because when I had put it out there, I got so many messages back like, oh, when I opened this up, my daughter looked at it and she was like, she looks like me.
Right.
That's
Right.
powerful
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
That's that
You know?
imagery.
Yeah.
That imagery.
It is. I love the cover with the puff. I love puff balls, right? So I'm a puff ball. I love that with the bow because again, I teach these babies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I teach that, and so when I pull up stuff like this and I show them, you will be amazed that like they literally like
right.
Like their reactions are not fake. You know what I'm saying?
They don't know how to be fake.
Right.
Their reactions are not fake. If you have not been around children, and when you pull up something like this, when you pull up an image like this, they literally are like
light up.
The
first time I saw it is I'm from Louisiana, so we don't have a lot of positive Black images. And I'm just totally honest. One of the ones that got my daughter excited is when she saw The Princess and the Fall and how Tatiana was brown.
Yes.
Not light skinned.
Yeah. Brown.
She was brown.
Yeah.
Brown.
And I do like the fact that she is brown on here.
Yeah.
And now they've taken that.
Yeah.
And now Tatiana is light skinned now.
Oh, what happened?
They have lightened her up.
Are you serious?
Even when
I didn't know that.
When we went to Disney, Tatiana was brown skinned. I have pictures. I met the actress.
Yeah.
And who actually played her. And in the real life action show that they have at Disney, she's brown skinned, and they've actually lightened her up, and they're going to do part 2 of the movie, which a lot of people are objecting to, because it's the image that you want to see,
right?
You know, because
I didn't know that. Wow!
It's and that was one of the things that kind of got me. Wow, do we have positive Black images for my daughter to see?
Yeah,
we got to take control of that because even these big corporations, they're using our voices now against us,
and even our imagery. Like
they're using all of our images.
The dark skinned ad,
they putting us on TV now because they know it's generating a buzz because we making so much fuss.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It need to be us behind what we see.
Exactly.
Not them behind showing us.
And that's why Arthur is so important for authors such as yourself to emerge on the scene, to write these books, to illustrate these. Because again, you know, I always tell my babies that we come in beautiful brown shades of brown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we have to have that balance. I didn't know that they were lightening her up.
But let's be honest, brown is the only color that can cover the entire spectrum.
Yeah.
Brown covers everything from white to black.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's inclusive of everything.
Yeah.
So we had to go back and kind of reinforce that conversation with her to understand. I get it, but remember, and even in your culture, as people from Louisiana, we come in every shade from light skin all the way down to dark, and you have to appreciate that we have that ability and that skill.
Yeah.
So don't just look at the image, just also look at the meaning.
Yeah.
You know, there are going to be more positive images on the screen. We're going to get more of Michelle. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, that right there, that pumped me up to see them walk in like that.
Right,
that made me want to go home. Hey, baby, let's get dressed.
Yeah. Quick joke. Light skin just act a little different. The darker the color, the difference of the characteristics.
You know what?
The light skinned dudes, they sleep in fetal position.
You got me. Hey, Tanya, this is what I got to do.
Some of them Jasmine guys ain't ready either. Some of them Jasmine guys ain't ready either.
Hey, this is what I got to deal with.
They read in the bed with their knees pulled to their chest.
Messages from him. You got mail messages from him, y'all.
I'm sorry. I just had to make everybody laugh.
That's okay, because you know his contract says at the pool.
My contract says at the pool.
You know.
I'm something else, but I'm something else.
Black.
Yeah.
Bye black.
So we have Arthur Tanya Terry in here, and we have her book "You Are Loved," and I personally just like I said, I love it. What made you? Now we do like we talked about the different shades, the spectrum of the melon rainbow. What was there any? Did you specify like I want a brown girl or a light skinned girl or whatnot? Did you go through that process?
Yeah, I specify the color. I wanted her to be brown skin.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think that representation matters too, because again, what you see in regular culture, it's light skin. They don't show always the varied skin tones, especially in the children's book. So I was like, yeah, I want her to be a brown skin. I want her her hair to be representative of, you know, black and brown children's hair, like all of that.
Yeah. And that's so important because again, we don't understand that. And I do have a lot of children's books, and a lot of the books have light-skinned children. And I teach all brown skin. So it is
Totally
very important.
untrue.
Yeah.
Totally untrue.
So and it's like, wow. So now we're dividing even more in our culture.
Right.
You know, so you have just the light skin, and that has become a problem. I never forget, and I teach pre-K, but this was when I was in first grade, I think, first or second grade. And I've always, when it comes to the hair, I would even do my hair for the kids. Like I'll get my puffballs done or my braids or whatnot. And one of my babies, she was about my complexion, or probably a little browner. And she said that her words were, she didn't think she was pretty like her light skinned cousins. Now, mind you, this is in 2000 something. So we were still having this same conversation. Right. And again, this is a young baby. And it brought tears to my eyes because I'm like, this is still in 2000. Like we're in this century, this era, and we still have this division within our own culture. And so she looked at me and she said, "You're so pretty." And I said, "You are too, babe." She said, "Not like my light-skinned cousins." And I said, "What do you mean?" And I actually was like, "What do you mean?" You know, so I was having this little conversation with her. It brought tears to my eyes because I'm like, so somebody at home is still telling her, this brown baby, that she's still not cute, and they're still comparing her to her light-skinned cousin.
Yeah.
Right.
It just continued to blow my mind.
It happens.
I know.
From the light skin to the hair grade.
Yeah.
All of that.
But I stumped that out in my house.
Yeah, you have
my daughter is lighter than you.
Okay.
And my wife is maybe maybe a shade lighter than Ghost.
Yeah.
But because we're mixed.
Yeah.
We have all shades. Like I have aunts who are really light. So what we taught our kids was, because of our unique melanin, we're able to be every shade. Right. I said, so what you see, all these different colors, we're all of that. Right. We're everything combined into one. So, because people would actually like look at my daughter and be like, oh, and tell my wife, hey, your husband's white? Like, no, he's a whole ninja. He's a he turn the lights off on his own. And they're like, well, how do you? Black people, that's just how unique we are as a race. Right. We could be we can look white and be black. Right. We have that ability. We are everything.
They just act different. Tone. They act different. They get a little aggressive when they get a little lighter.
I don't know. Some of our dark skin brothers.
Hey, look, them dark skin people. Hey, look,
they just wake up angry sometimes.
You know what?
Oh Lord.
We gotta stick. We gotta stick together. I'm not making jokes, but I'm making jokes. It's just comedy. Remember,
what do you mean?
You clicked on our face. When you woke up this morning, you clicked on our face.
That was a strong click.
That's real though, what you were saying. I mean, and again, this book is, no matter what color, it's about self-love, right? And I don't know where you got me. You brought it. I don't know if you remember. This was like about a year ago. There was a video that was circulating around. This little girl was getting her hair done by her hairdresser in the house, and she looked at the camera and was like, "I'm so ugly." And the hairdresser was like, "What did you say?" And she was like, "I'm so ugly." She started crying. She was like, "No, baby, you're beautiful." And again, who's telling this child lies that she's ugly? Right. Again, we gotta feed into our young children and let them know, no matter how they look, no matter what color they are, that they're beautiful just the way that God created them to be.
Exactly. And it's so right. And it's not just our girls; it's our boys too.
Exactly.
They're both. And the thing is, you depicting who is attractive based on skin color, whose hair is curly, things like that. You have to understand something that, and I really was affected by that. So my aunt sat me down and said, "Listen, let me tell you something about why your skin's this color."
Really?
And when she told me that, I stood up like I was Mufasa.
Yeah. So you were affected by the skin tone
because I was the only dark one, and I'm like, why am I so dark? And you. And in the black community, we highlight stuff. Like your nickname comes from that.
Oh yeah.
Me and my cousin were the only two really dark skinned ones. Me and Kristen, so they would call us black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so growing up, and it's like, well, and then I had to actually learn that, I was like, baby, you're not. Let's be real. You're not as diluted as everybody else.
So you didn't have books like you were loved back then. You didn't read books like that. Okay. Yeah.
My books were Please Stay Alive Past 21.
I'm trying to tell you, 13.
Like this was a video on TV. Ronald Reagan, the average age of a black male is 9. They made a song called 19.
Yeah. So you didn't have these books and the positive images to say.
No,
yeah.
I'm lucky to have positive people around me who lended and handed that hand out.
Right.
Because there was no imagery.
Yeah.
The imagery was you black, stay in your place. Stay in line. We're going to subconsciously let you know to stay in line.
Yeah.
Just different little things when you're living in the black community. Like, our black communities are depicted by their nicknames.
Yeah.
And the nicknames tell you what kind of neighborhood it was.
Yeah.
But that doesn't tell you the people who live in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have none of this.
Yeah.
And it's even worse for black men because not only do you not have positive imagery, you got to walk outside that house.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Tanya, were you ever affected in your family or in general with colorism?
Yeah, I mean, my family ranged from light skin to light eyes. Because, my great grandfather, if you look at a picture of him, he looks like a white man. I mean, he's black, but again, genetics is a beast, right? Because some people come out looking like, where did you come from, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, and then growing up, obviously in school and stuff, it's like, okay, well, you're pretty, you're pretty for a black girl, like you're, stuff like that. And you're like, okay, well, I'm beautiful anyway, no matter what color I am.
Exactly. Yeah.
So again, it's like, having those images to build your self-confidence. Like, again, I didn't have a lot of those images growing up, except for the women in my family,
Images like this are generational curse breakers.
Yeah. I know, like my family is 5 of us, and my sister and one of my brothers, they're light skinned, and the rest of us are brown skinned, but my parents are both brown skinned.
You slick light skinned.
See, and this is what I would get all the time. They would tell me
in the wintertime, you light skinned.
You light up in the wintertime. Light skinned.
And this is what I would get. They'd be like, "Oh, you light skinned," and I'm like, "No, I'm not light skinned." Like I would try to be dark, like brown skin, because I would get made fun of, like, "Oh, you light skinned, you think you," and I'm like, "No, I'm not light skinned," but my sister is light skinned. So then they would be like, "Y'all got different mama and daddies?" And I'm like, "No, my dad and my mom, we got the same parents, but because," and again, those genes are so dominant because of my grandmother and all of them in the different shades of brown. So we would get kind of slack, like, "Oh, y'all got different parents because your sister them light skinned." And because she had the curly hair, people would cater to her and then put me to the side. Correct. And then that didn't set well with me because y'all know I need attention. Yeah. So I'm like, no.
She ate double T.
And not just with the color images, but also the size imagery.
Oh yeah, all of that. But the thing about it, it came from within our community.
Yeah.
It came from within.
It's us berating us.
Yeah.
And we were taught to do that.
Yes. Yeah.
We were taught to do that, to make differences. Again, you separate the two. Like, I want you working in the house where I can constantly talk to you and show you this. And dark skin, you're gonna be out here.
But it's so sad that it's 2021, and I'm praying that it will ease. We can actually start evolving into loving ourselves, because I'm loving the whole natural hair campaign. Like that has been that in itself has been such a hindrance on Black women and Black girls, with the whole hair, the curly hair. If you had curly hair, that means you were good. If you had, your course of your hair was a little, the texture was a little harder than the other, all of that, like that. And that's one reason, as being an educator, I chose, because people be like, you always wearing these different hairstyles. If y'all knew me over the years, I wore different hairstyles for my babies.
Right.
I wore from perm, relaxed hair, to the curly, to the braids, to all of that, because the kids really needed to see that representation. They need to know that, no, you don't have to have just curly hair to be considered good or whatnot, like your natural hair. Or if your mom chose to put a relaxer on your hair, you're still cool. Like, it's okay. Because even now, you still get, if you ain't got wearing a natural, then we got that issue now, like in our Black community. Like, it's like, when are we gonna stop? When are we gonna stop doing this to ourselves?
Exactly.
I mean, it creates stigmas because with the guys you had, okay, but you know what? You the dark skinned cousin. So you got the curly hair, and the thing is, now it's reversed. Everybody want a old black burnt. Get them from.
I can't hear. I can't hear y'all.
I think we lost her. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear y'all now.
Okay. Tighten up, Rob.
This live, y'all. This live.
So the only real dark skinned people in the family is my mom and her kids. All of her sisters are like light skin with beautiful hair. I mean, my brother and my sister got good. I got a good grade of hair, but I'm dark skinned. But
what is the good grade of hair?
A good grade. No. This is how we grew up. This is what's a good grade of hair. Either you had rich blood. They would say you got rich blood if your hair was thick. They would say you have a good grade of hair if your hair like curled up and all of that. But listen. You had that ninja on your head if you had them bugs.
Right.
Y'all know what? Come on now.
I know. And that was always my pet peeve to this day.
I had that braid only hair.
You know
that good and bad hair.
Yeah.
That is my pet peeve. My family would know it. My husband knows. My friends know it. The reason why, because again, it's another, hair is good. Especially our hair, all hair is good. And that's something as an educator, I have gone through this with the kids. Little girls have actually touched me. Your hair is so pretty and so good. And I said, what is your hair? It's nappy. I said, guess what? Nappy is happy. I said, you got those puff balls. Like when I tell you I pump up my baby girls, I be like, you know what? Let me go get a puff ball. And the next week I come in with a puff ball. And when I promise to God, when they see me with a puff ball just like this,
they be excited.
OMG. Like you can't tell them nothing. I will like,
we need more again.
Of you. And that's why I thank God. I always ask, why am I in this certain zip code teaching? But I also know there's a purpose because again, within their own families, they are telling the baby girls, oh, you got nasty, nappy hair.
Yeah, you need to go get a perm.
One of my parents actually told me, she's like, oh, I need to put a relaxer on her hair. Her hair is just so nappy. And I had to literally stop. I said, no, her hair is beautiful. That's all you have to do is just wash it and condition it.
That's it.
That's it. Brush it every day.
Do with our hair back in the day, they just throw some relaxer on there. But we didn't have to get all that.
Right, we didn't. So when I tell you I'm overjoyed. It brings me tears. Because my collection of books for Black girls and Black boys. Oh, it's up there because I don't play that. Like we got to stop this.
Yes, we do.
Within our own community. I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
It's a lot of people. Let's be real, because I'm from the old South.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to see it. They don't.
They don't.
They don't look
You're
at
right.
it.
They don't.
It's been so conditioned and trained into just everyday life.
Yeah.
And when you start realizing it, it's like now we're adults now.
Yeah.
We're that generation that was raised like that.
Yeah.
We're doing it different and rejecting what we were taught. Let's just be right. Let's be honest about it.
Yeah.
I don't raise my kids anywhere near the style of way I was raised.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I don't. It's not necessary. There's certain things that I teach them from the beginning. You know, life has been precious.
Yeah.
Positive energy that you give, you're gonna give back. Yeah. Things like that, you got to positively reinforce in our kids, and you have to make sure that they see those positive images.
Yeah.
You give your kids those positive images.
Yeah.
Like my daughter, like she'll come in the kitchen, she'll see me hugging mom. Okay, that's a positive image I need you to have. Why?
Right.
This is how a black man actually supposed to love a black man.
Right.
This is how these are the images that we get mad at things that happen in society when we can still power these images in our home.
Yeah.
It starts at the house.
I agree. It starts at the home.
The worst whippings I got is for home training because the first thing they say is you knew better.
Exactly.
You knew better. It wasn't no if and. I remember one time I cussed the teacher out. Missed the pass. And I know some of my classmates may be hearing, my mama came to school
and did what she did.
And whooped your
First thing she said was, I had to get off my job.
Right.
Right.
Principles. I had to lose money.
The first words was, I had to get off my job.
That's the worst whipping when you lose money.
Right.
The second thing was when the teacher looked over at her, hey, little sis, how you do? I'm looking at her like, whoa, she know your nickname?
See.
She created that nickname.
No. They've been knowing each other since 5th grade.
See,
right.
I messed up on that one.
Ooh.
Missed the pass. I messed up on that one. I mean, but the thing is, it's certain things that you're not given. And now we as adults, we understand it. We know what we were not given. Yeah. And now we're supplying that to our kids. We're making up for that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one of the things about black men. You know, stop saying that we gone to the grocery store, get a loaf of bread and never came back. Stop saying we done went and got a pack of Newports. That generation. Right. We're here.
I don't even smoke Newports. I don't even eat bread.
We in the house. We in the house.
Right.
So the reason why you don't see us, we didn't hit the streets so much as youngsters.
Yeah,
we don't care to be outside.
Them the ones
how many black families out here have conversations about colorism within their own family? How many of you all? Do you all have that, Tanya? Do you all have these conversations? Like, does it come up? Because I know for a fact that a lot of secrets or hidden secrets in families have a lot to do with color. And so are we starting to have conversations like how it made us feel over the years, how, you know, I remember expressing that, you know, again, my sister is light skinned and we're brown skinned. And I remember expressing to a set of grandparents that, hey, you treated such and such better than you treated us because of the color of skin. And of course it didn't set well because nobody wants to admit that, no, I didn't. But the reality was, you did.
Yeah, you did.
So are we having these conversations in our family?
One-sided, because the generation that actually did it don't want to talk about it.
No, they don't.
They have
stuck in their ways.
They have swept it underneath the rug and asking you, why are you bringing that up?
Yeah.
That's the reason it's so uncomfortable at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Right.
Christmas.
Yeah.
And why some people do not, after 25 years, go home.
Right.
Yeah.
You actually forget home is there and live life and content on where you are because you've carved out your own space.
Yeah.
But then the trauma's going to be is your kids start to ask.
Yeah.
Hey, where you from?
Yeah.
And that's what, you know, just we don't have those conversations enough. And then it starts with us too, just breaking those generational curses. Like we said, have those conversations with our children and make sure that they're growing up with a good mindset of themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we got to stop she's so cute. She got that curly good hair. We got to stop that conversation, y'all. We got to stop that. Just say she's a beautiful brown baby.
Yeah, y'all need to start.
Just say that.
You
don't have to, she got curly hair. She just, no, stop.
The Alicia Keys.
Hey, look.
Description.
Y'all got to just wear your hair. The lace fronts taking your edges off.
Whoa. Shots fired.
Y'all better worry about them edges.
That Afghani Remy.
We like
Afghani Remy assassin.
We like them edges. We like
y'all better take care of them edges. That's what matters.
You gotta take care of them edges, right?
Edges.
Edge control.
Hey, look, y'all forgive me. I know this is serious.
No, but you real.
Gotta laugh.
From somebody, and I apologize, but I follow Plies, and one thing he said was edges and dimples.
Edges and dimples. Y'all like dimples?
I love dimples.
Natural. That means it's all
natural.
That's
a muscle deficiency, though. Really, it's a muscle deficiency.
That's what it is.
Okay,
but we like it. We like deficiencies.
Okay,
yeah, right.
We're deficient.
You ain't gotta be perfect. You ain't gotta be perfect.
Let me ask y'all this, because men are good for this.
What?
Y'all want a light-skinned woman, or y'all have y'all preferences? Is that how
hey, look,
but that's a real conversation.
No, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
I want to hear this.
My woman of choice growing up was a light-skinned woman, but it was because of how I was raised and what I saw. So when I saw my aunties and all of them were light-skinned with long, pretty hair, but my experience, them folk crazy. So I have changed my trajectory because a dark-skinned woman is just beautiful naturally. No makeup, no nothing. Just arch your eyebrows. She ain't got to put no fans on her face. I'm sorry. That's what I call eyelashes. I call them fans.
I'm turning down my mic.
I'm sorry, sis. I know you wear your magnetics.
I wear my magnetics by Sharia.
I'm sorry. But
it's
You like the magnetic?
It looks good.
Thank you.
I know. I ain't say they ain't look.
Stand.
I digress.
Bail out.
But it's different now because what we see and what we get, because in the household, grandma was dark skinned for most people.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Big mom, she was dark skinned.
Yes, she was. Yep.
And that's who I was really in love with, grandma.
And and it's not to put guys on the spot, because again, I do realize that if that was what you were used to growing up, but what I've encountered over the years, especially when you're dating, guys have actually said, "Oh, you're too light," or "You're not light enough," and I was like, "Wow." Yeah, or your hair was not long enough, or it wasn't curly enough.
You can tell you can go and buy some.
No, I was rejected by dark skinned people.
Really?
And that
most light skinned people like us.
It hit me hard when somebody, a female I thought was beautiful, but she said, "You too dark." We both, and I was like, "What?" And then when I got to college, like all of the light skinned chicks would, "Hey, how you doing?" And but dark skin, no, they actually told me to my face, you too dark.
Right. I had a friend who I knew somebody who said that she wanted to get with a light skinned guy or white guy so she can have a light baby.
A light baby.
Yeah. And they were dead for real. I was like, oh wow.
Her mindset is something serious.
But this, again, this is I guess it's what you're
taught. My grandmother was slick. I grew up watching TV with her and sitting in her recliner chair.
I did too.
I would sit right in the corner in the recliner chair.
I was watching the bowl.
Dynasty. Diane Carroll. I
Carroll.
fell in love with that woman as a child. And because that's the first Black woman I saw with skin color that was powerful.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The image of this woman walking in on that show on Dynasty and ain't taking I was like, who them people?
Yeah, I was fascinated with Victor Newman. I'm sorry.
I mean, first of all, so you mean to tell me they got rich, powerful Black people out there like this?
Like that.
When I saw that, and a whole bunch of y'all, I mean, I had to watch Dynasty because that's what played at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you sat there and watched what grandma watched.
You had to watch.
And the fact that I'm seeing this Black woman walking in with and I'm just gonna be honest, a room full of white people, and telling them what's gonna happen.
Yeah. And again, that's
why that imagery is so important. You know, shows like the Cosby Show had a diverse group of kids.
Exactly.
You know,
They
and
did.
it's like that's what
they show what a black family actually look like.
Right? Because that was like our family. Right? Yeah.
Blame Big Mama and blame Big Mama.
And then again, you have the families that are either they're going to be all light and it's okay. If they're going to be all dark, it's okay.
We're all melanated. You take a pinch of you and put it in anything, and it's gonna modify.
Monique says, "Mine made me think my hair was ugly, saying your kitchen looked bad and your hair is nappy." Yeah. That was, and again, these are some of the same conversations that people are still having today. Now. And I just don't understand it. Like you have more positive images of brown people now in media and whatnot, but we're still conditioned to think that a certain complexion is better. And that hurts me to the core. You know what I'm saying? Like it really truly hurts me to the core, especially being an educator. And again, I even down to the crayons, like I order the Crayola crayons that with the shades of brown, because I'm like, even with the white and black, like I have to tell my kids, like this color black, like that's not your skin. Like that's a color. I said, we're brown. Like I have to show them the brown crayon. And so like my language to them, like we're brown. Right. Because if they look at the color black, then they automatically associate it with something bad.
But you got to all let them know some of us cross over.
And we do, and we still are dark brown.
But the amazing thing is we have that ability though. We cover the entire spectrum.
We do. We have to, you wear your Mac Daddy too, girl. Molly said, I love dark skinned men. I dated one guy. He was deep brown. I do too. I like dark skinned men.
Yeah, we love y'all too.
Even our black gums.
All that. We be trying to brush and they just won't get no lighter.
You know what? That's another thing somebody told me. But somebody told me that when I was younger, that your black gums.
Really?
And like I actually tried to brush them. Like I mean, but
yeah, I know I can feel you because
you don't as a kid.
You don't
nobody's
understand.
telling you until you meet somebody that's like it's like and the killer part about me was my Aunt Belle. My Aunt Belle right now would be pale. That's how light she is. Okay. But she was the aunt that's like, you know what? Let me tell you something. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
You're dark skinned because you're supposed to. She was the confidence aunt. Okay. She was the one that saw like what you missing. Yeah. And she attacked that.
Yeah.
And she basically taught me, you know what? You don't take other people's insecurities and make them your own.
Right.
Yeah. When people talk about your skin color, your size, they are upset about something about you that they like, that they can't put their finger on or have.
Yeah.
So you don't worry about that.
Yeah.
And through her guide, I mean, she was everyone. I mean, I could speak for me, but she just saw what was missing. It's like, you know what? You're insecure about your size and your color because you're the only dark skinned one. And people highlight that. And she had the other dark skinned cousin, her daughter, Christy, my cousin. We were always told we were dark because we are. I mean, when you see a picture clearly, like we are the end of the spectrum.
Wow.
And she made us embrace that.
Yeah.
She made us feel comfortable with being who we are.
Yeah.
And it's like, you are who you are. And nobody's going to change that.
Yeah.
So you can live your life uncomfortable and be mad, or you can embrace who you are and really not care about those folks.
Yeah. We got to love our brown skin because, there's people out here that still, they want to be darker.
Yeah.
They to make their skin
want
darker.
the cure for cancer.
Yeah, they do. They want our shade. They want our complexion. They want our hair.
But there's so much more to it.
They want our features, and again, all of this, by you writing this book, it speaks so many. I mean, it covers a lot. It's just not a book, and that's what I need people to understand. When authors like Tanya Terry and others who write children's books that depict brown babies, it speaks so much. Like it's just not about the skin color. It's about who we are. Again, from the hair to the features to our shape, our sizes. Because again, we have been told that we are ugly for so long, especially girls.
we have been told that we're not the, the right shade, not the right size, not the right nothing. And then you look at all of these other females of the others that are trying to be like us.
Right.
And then men flock to them. And you're like, wait a minute, we right here. But, and so these images are so crucial. It just, like you talked about First Lady Michelle Obama, bam, like,
yeah.
Boom. She brown skin and
that's
like, like, bam, like,
I'm gonna tell my kids that that's Wonder Woman.
Right.
The black Wonder Woman.
Right.
There you go. I mean,
yeah.
But that goes to show you just how bad we are as a society.
Yeah.
When we are starving to see that particular woman walk out because she represents everything that you hate about us.
She's consistent with it. She's consistent with her elegance and her grace. Just like R.I.P. Cicely, she was like that. She was consistent.
Yes.
She never.
And she talked about that. She
never pimped out her purpose.
Never
pimped out her purpose.
Never.
And
you see her, and God bless her soul. You never see her twerking.
None of that.
Never see her doing stuff to disrespect her race.
Never. And she talked about that.
She talks about that. Her quotes
about it.
Yeah.
To be conscious about what you do and how you represent your people every day.
Yeah. I know actress Viola Davis, she talked about the color barrier, like what she's had to go through because of her dark complexion.
Not only that, the short hair.
Yeah, the hair.
The short
from
hair.
the hair, because, again, Hollywood, we know that, but even in our own, we have to start from within. We have to start in our community. We have to start with these talks to say, brown is beautiful. I don't care what shade of brown, it is beautiful. God made you unique. You are beautiful, and we have to embrace that. We have to tell each other that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no more for me, there's no, oh, you cute for a light-skinned guy or cute for a dark-skinned guy. That we got to stop that. You know what I'm saying? You just beautiful. You're a beautiful brown person.
Period.
I would tell my kids, God loved us so much, and he just wanted to shine the sun on us so much.
Yeah.
And that we just developed this protective color. So that we can soak up all the sun's energy.
Yeah, we melanated people.
I mean,
we're really not a color.
Exactly. Yeah. And I tell my kids, you want to know how you know? I say, go outside and watch how you feel.
Yes.
You're on the radio.
Yes.
You remember Captain Planet?
Yeah. Captain Planet. And what made me mad about Captain Planet, y'all did not want to make him black.
No.
You gave him all the features of a black. Who else get energy from the sun?
You know when they first started that?
Yeah.
Back in the days, He-Man. It was a white dude that turned black, but his hair was still blonde.
Yep.
Wow. He turned tan. He was pecan tan.
Pecan tan,
It was pecan tan.
He would go, like, that's a superpower to go from white with the yellow hair.
Right.
They was trying to make it, you know how they go and get the sun tan, and you know what I mean? They was trying to make it look like a tan, but he was black. He was a ninja.
But remember, even sun tanning is a unnatural way of melanating yourself.
You can't melanate yourself, so
they try.
Just let it go.
They're trying.
Tanning
oil with PHF, as we call it. Which is the PHF number?
Yeah. They try.
That is. I mean, again, we are naturally protected from most forms of skin cancer. I'm sorry, it's a fact.
That's fact.
Because of our skin color, like we soak this thing up and get hype.
We just need to make it okay to love ourselves. Everybody comes up and want to give this whole speech about it's okay to love us first, and you don't have to not deal with them.
Right.
But can we love us first?
The same way you felt about Juneteenth is how you ought to feel about yourself every day.
Every single day.
You are special.
And celebrate. And celebrate. Right. You got to celebrate. Wow. You've got mail messages from him. We have our guest, Tanya Terry. Tanya, before we wrap up, tell us, how can we purchase a book? How can we connect with you? And because y'all, you better go get this book for your personal library. If you have kids, I'm so serious as an educator, just as a woman, if you have little girls, if you have little boys, get this book. Start building up your library, you guys. And don't give me that I can't afford it. Yes, you can. Books are affordable. Okay. I'm an avid. Books are affordable. Build your library. It hurts my heart when I hear
people not building libraries for their kids.
Right.
One thing that y'all know about me, when baby showers come around, I give books because I know you're going to get everything else.
Right.
Build your library for your kids and start with Black books. If you have brown children, start with brown books. I'm trying to tell you because it's very, very, it's crucial. So how can we connect with you and get this book? Because I'm already ordering it.
First of all, thank you so much for supporting me. So you can get it online at Amazon or Barnes & Noble online. And then you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at author_Tanya_Terry. I tried to put it in the chat, but
okay. Can you put it? Are you able to put it in the chat?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, okay.
I think we'll make it a private chat, but
yeah.
So yeah, God's support. I'd appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you. Now, and before we go, do you plan? When is the next book coming out, or we just have to stay tuned?
Stay tuned. I'm gonna roll with this, and we'll see. It's gonna come out though. It's gonna come out because it's my nephew. That's my heart right there. So I gotta put that book out about him.
Yeah. Yes. And how can we support you? Honestly, how can we support you? Please tell us and our listeners, how can we support you at this time?
Yeah, check out my Instagram page, my Facebook page. I'm trying to spread positive images of Black and brown children. Well, Black and brown children, but all children. We want to say that kids need to grow up knowing that they're loved and they're appreciated and they're supported. So purchase the book, not just for me, but just to pour into a young person's life. So you could do that. And again, you can go online at Amazon or Barnes & Noble.
What's your Instagram?
author_Tanya_Terry. Yeah, somebody put it in the chat. Yep.
Okay. author_Tanya.
Yeah, follow me on there.
You guys, please, please, please. I am encouraging. I am seriously, I'm begging y'all. Honestly, I mean, y'all know me as an educator. Get this book. Like, I can't emphasize it enough. Good Christmas gifts, Valentine's gifts, or any, literally.
Fake candy and heart.
Black History Month, like there's no get the book.
They don't know the
history. They don't know. We're gonna talk about that after. I'm
an advocate, Tanya. I am so excited for you, and again, I will be ordering it today. I'm just excited for you. Like, I'm so happy for you. I cannot wait till your next book comes out. Just know that it is here in Atlanta. It's in our class, in my classroom. I'm gonna gift it to somebody because I just love children's books. And then the little girl with the little hair bow, y'all, and a puff ball.
And she got the bow.
You know what? The bow and the
your class. Listen, I can read to your class virtually. I have no problem doing that.
Ooh. Y'all hear that? We will be setting that up for next week.
Set it up.
Yes, I am so serious.
And then grandma got pearls on.
And she got the pearls on. You know.
Let's be real. Grandma really did have pearls.
Exactly.
She kept them bad boys wrapped up in that drawer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's smiling.
Yes. With the solid gray head. Exactly. Yes, she's smiling.
She's smiling. So y'all hear that? She gonna be Author Tanya Terry gonna be reading to my class. I love to have real live authors.
I know, right?
And a Black author too.
And a Black author.
And a Black author.
That look like that.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we keep saying that, but
this is how
people have no idea.
They don't.
How big it is to have positive Black images.
Yes.
I grew up again in the 70s, and when I was floored when I saw Black Panther on the big screen to see a Black man playing that role like that.
Yeah.
We don't have those images.
We don't.
Just really do.
We don't.
I'm cool with Christopher Reeves.
Yeah.
But it's just somebody seeing a brother on the. I mean.
That's a whole different vibe.
Yeah.
Just the word majesty, just to see that. So when we are sitting there raving at Michelle and Barack Obama coming down the runway.
Yeah.
It's
like feel how you feel about them, but that was my reason for loving the Obamas. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I see this woman, this Black woman at the top.
Yeah.
And she is fully clothed. She got hair like mine.
Right.
She got hair like mine. She's brown.
She's not light skinned with curly hair.
She got regular features.
She got flavor.
She has regular features.
Nothing wrong with Beyonce, but every all of our black women don't look like that.
No.
Right. She got curves.
Yeah.
She got all of these things. So it was a representation that it's like, wow. So the little black girls can honestly, and even now with Vice President Kamala, they're like, okay, so here's a biracial. She wears chucks. Here's a biracial black woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the representation.
Yeah.
So
piggybacking off of what Tank said, it's one thing to be a superhero, but now to tie the word superhero with a black man, that's even more powerful than itself right there. It's bigger than what you're seeing. Superhero equals black man. Now you get that imagery. It makes sense.
You go from running around. I mean, I was the kid running around. You know, I'm Christopher Reeve. No.
Yeah.
As a kid,
I'm not Christopher Reeve.
I'm Black Panther. Like, like that's powerful to see your kid.
Yeah.
In the front yard playing.
Yeah.
And he pretending to be a black man.
Yeah. Yeah. You've got mail messages from him, you guys. We are live in the studio. Tanya Terry, thank you again so much for joining us.
We appreciate you, Queen.
I will be contacting you so we can have for Black History Month. Arthur Tanya Terry will be reading to my class.
Come on now. I appreciate y'all.
No doubt.
Appreciate you and much success.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Y'all have a good day.
You too. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
You guys, you've got mail messages from him. We just had Arthur Tanya Terry with her book, her first book, You Are Loved. And we are talking about the colorism in our own families and just in society, and even, just period. Like Vanetta, you said, look, we're gonna hook this up.
She said, can you read my class too?
We're gonna hook it up. We're gonna get
put
her.
it all together.
So she teaches in the same district and around the corner with me. So we teach the same
link up
kids.
Yeah.
And it's very important for us to have that image. It's very important. Like I love all of my brown babies. Like I love all of my brown people. I love us.
Yeah.
Y'all can never get me to turn again. I mean, yes, we do some crazy messed up stuff. We do some
the most.
But when I tell you, I'm so blessed to be brown.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm so blessed.
I mean,
Y'all gonna make me cry up in here.
Marvin Gaye said it's a feeling. I mean, And the thing is, that it's not just like, and I have to say, just like white privilege is not an imaginary thing. Black pride is not.
Nope, it's not.
It is not a game. Because some of these old cats that we look at today, they'll show you about some black pride. Black pride is going to your neighbor's house, that they're not feeling good and doing. I mean, we're some of the most caring people on the planet. And if this black skin gives me that trait, I take it all day.
My dad always told me, he said, we are the chosen people.
Yeah, we are.
He used to tell us that all the time. He used to tell me and my sisters, my sister and brothers that, and growing up, he never made a difference. They never made a difference with us, with color and all of that. But he didn't. My dad didn't speak. He didn't talk a lot. He wasn't a talker. But one thing he did say, he said, "We are a chosen people."
Yeah.
And the older I get, I said, "Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. The adversities that we are going through,
and still able to overcome
because the color of our skin.
Yep.
And they never broke our spirit.
Never broke our spirit.
Still
We're still going. We're the most creative people.
Yep.
Forgiving.
Yep.
We are
to a fault.
We are forgiving.
That's what
because
we need
that releases us.
Yeah.
And we have to understand forgiveness is not for them. It's for us to keep moving forward, because we're powerful. And I tell people all the time, they are scared of us. Yeah. And anything they can do to belittle us, to get us on the fear train. That's what because they know we are powerful.
And see, that's
they know.
That's something I approach my life coach with a lot. I always ask this question: what were we before when they found us that they are scared of us becoming again? What did you see?
And please understand, y'all, we were not born slaves. That was just an era.
Right.
We were not born slaves. We did not remain slaves. So I don't want to hear about, when we were slaves. No. See, again, and Farmer Wayne to tell you too, when you got to go back and read, we were not born slaves.
No.
That was just a
time.
That something happened. We are powerful people from the beginning of time.
And we just have to learn now how to get back to that and how to utilize that. And again, it's good and bad in everybody.
Exactly.
We got good and bad in everybody.
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody. But the good, that's why that's why me personally, I focus on the good. And people are like, well, you always see the good because God gave me that eye to see the good, because there is more good than bad.
Right.
And when I tell y'all, I'm just an advocate for us. I'm an advocate for Black men. I'm an advocate for Black women. I'm an advocate for Black, period. I just can't help it. I just love it. Oh, y'all, and this next month, Black History. So y'all know I'm going to get my new braids.
Yeah.
Because y'all know when I get my braids, I'm blackity black.
Yeah.
Blackity black.
Yeah. And see, it's next month. Y'all spend more time. Y'all spend more time wasting your money on them punk Valentine's Day gift. It's Black History Month. Get your mate a book. Get him Frederick Douglass. Get him a book to read. Buy Black.
Right, Chef. Kings and queens, not just stupid.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's
what it is.
And if you think about it, like this week opened and I don't know why a lot of people were just amazed, but people look there's books out there that even our counterparts are scared of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
most
they
definitely.
released some images that I've been telling people for years. If you look at what real Indians look like when we first came in, they look like me and you.
Yeah.
With long hair, beards, the whole nine.
Yeah.
They didn't look like Tonto with red skin and long black hair.
Right. Yeah.
You made that up later on after they were mixed with white people.
Yeah.
Carmen
says right, our history doesn't begin as slaves in America. It doesn't.
Nope.
Or black and white. The black and whites were done to make us feel.
So you said, baby, because they go see me. That's right. They go see us. They go see us.
They thought Juneteenth was special.
Right.
Right. And we do it. We can make them 28 days of food.
What? That's why I celebrate Black History year round. Yo, when I tell you, I love being Black. I just do. And it seems like I'm gonna say it's a good time. It's a great feeling to be Black. It's like you can't tell me nothing.
Openly Black.
Yeah, openly Black.
Unapologetically.
The same way.
And don't get me wrong, I do know that what we're facing, we are still facing the racism. We're still facing the police brutality. I'm not dismissing that. What I'm saying is we got to use this power. We got to not rely on others to get us through. We got to rely on. We have enough resources within our own. We just got to learn how to unite,
come together,
and stop playing the game, because it's one side where you say, well, white people act like this, but you play along into it too.
That's what I call stop straddling the fence.
Right,
you play
along into
it. Either you're gonna be over here in the dirt with us, and we're gonna kick up some dust, or you're gonna go over there and play in the grass.
And I'm all about diversity. I love diversity. I love all people. I actually had somebody say, well, sound like you don't like white children and this. No, let me and I stated this before in my career. I have taught all races of children. I started off in teaching predominantly white children. I knew then that was not my calling.
Right.
Because I was not happy in that classroom. And I knew then when God showed me where I was supposed to be. I knew that, and then that does not discredit, like that doesn't say that I love, if you know me, I love all kids, because kids don't see a color.
They don't
see a color. They are very taught that. They are taught that. I have taught white children. They would tell me, oh, your skin is so pretty. Like they love my hair, all of that. I love them. But what I'm saying is I know where my place is, because again, our brown kids need positive images, y'all. They are being told to this day, and not just by white people, they're being told by their family members that they are not beautiful, they're not loved. And so it is our responsibility. If they can't do it, guess what? I'm gonna step in and do it. When they're in my classroom and they're in my presence, guess what I'm gonna tell them? Y'all, you loved, you beautiful, this, that, and the other. So
you're breaking the cycle.
Right.
You're breaking
I have to.
You're breaking
because
the cycle.
this is really the next generation. I think we forget about that. Like they really are the next generation.
Wasn't it School Days or something that touched on that? It was one of the movies back in the 80s that touched on that in the HBCU, light skin versus dark skin. That was School Days.
Even with and we still to this day, we have to get out of that mode to show that we're all the same people. The strongest thing my grandmother told me was, "Hey, you are not. Don't. How she said it. Don't get mad because you don't get to choose who goes in and out of heaven. It's gonna be people there from everywhere that you have no control of that." I said, so while you on earth, hating people is not gonna help you.
Right.
It's not gonna do nothing positive for you. Know your boundaries, know the lines. Don't be stupid, but at the same time, why do you hate somebody? What energy are you gonna get from hate? Not nothing. It takes more energy to hate somebody than it does to just be a real person in love.
Yeah, the wannabes and jigaboos, yeah, in school days. Yeah.
And that was a battle.
Yeah, and he said the history behind that when he said he had them separated in hotels during their production so they can actually get a sense of how it actually felt. And he said it did create tension because and he wanted them to understand that this was real tension between light and dark skin. And I was like, yeah, I mean that is so true. So unfortunately it is, but we can break that cycle, you guys. We can break that. We can break that. So you've got mail, you guys. You've got mail.
Shot here too?
Yeah.
On Morehouse campus. So, yeah.
Morehouse campus, yes.
No, I thought it was Gaines Hall across the street.
Parts of it, but I think it mainly was on Morehouse Clark campus and all of that. Gotcha. So it was there here in the AU.
Whole AU. Okay,
yep, gotcha. The whole AU. Oh, okay. Oh, you said my white. Oh, it's blonde. Okay, because I was like, what? You said white hair makes you. Okay, gotcha. He said was appreciating your beauty, make God be your strength. Thank you. So we are wrapping up, you guys. Another good segment, y'all.
Very powerful.
Yeah, very powerful segment, y'all. Yeah. Look, we're doing some things up in here. So what we got going on? What y'all got going on? Tank the Sports Guy, what you got going on before we wrap up? What you got?
Let's have another episode of Just a Conversation tonight.
Talking to my brother.
And just another conversation. So, but everybody from the show has been really tuning into your show.
Thank you
and I've
so
been getting
much.
So much positive feedback.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I really do.
I get people all the time saying how much they really love what you're doing.
Oh, like that really. I don't take that for granted. I was just telling my husband, I said, this is the year, and I was telling Ghost, the year to support her. I really do appreciate you all, and please let them know, and I hope they can hear me as well. I really, truly appreciate. I have, we're going to get some things ready for y'all, because this is the year to support us. I really do. I thank you so much. So you said the conversation. You got something going on?
We'll be doing a tape of the episode of Just a Conversation tonight. So, but everybody
what time?
On the show, it starts from 6 to 7.
Okay.
1 hour, but everybody on the show actually watches this show in the morning. So
really?
You're impactful. So on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, Saturday morning.
Y'all just don't know. Y'all go about. Let me take out the last.
Yeah, you gotta take the magnetics off.
I gotta take.
I've been gotta take them off.
Mags off.
Mags off.
Put them back on.
I be trying to tell them.
When she put them, they chirp like an alarm.
Yep. Clip.
Sherelle, you hear that talk about my magnetics?
The magnetic.
Mag off.
I just
cool.
Ordered another pair.
Yeah, it's cool.
Green Machine, what you got going on?
As a brand, we got a lot going on. First of all right. So thank you for giving me time at 5 minutes till the top of the hour. Here's the thing. First of all, tonight, Team Builder.
Yep.
Team Builder's going on.
Okay.
So from what I understand, we have 5 open spots. So if our team is going to invite whoever. Matter of fact, TaShon, for you, whoever's in Atlanta, some of your Morris Brown alums,
right?
Like Latressa, somebody bring them to movie night tonight.
Y'all hear that? Movie night. If you're in Atlanta,
5 open spots.
Got 5 open spots.
Yep.
5 open spots.
Yep.
Hit me up.
In a theater of 20 AMC Madison Yards 8.
Okay.
You must arrive between 6 and 6:15 if you
Mask
are invited. Mask required. They require that at the AMC. Yes, that's right. Rented out a theater to see a classic. We talked about classics in school days, but we got another classic in Do the Right Thing Radio.
All right.
So that's what we're going to be seeing tonight. Also, Buy Black Marketplace next Saturday going down. We definitely got some brands that you need to be exposed to. Buy Black. Eventbrite registration is there. It is free 99. Free.
Free.
Yes. So register. Make sure you register. on Eventbrite, Facebook event page. You can click there, and boom, the rest is history. Also, we got another thing coming that just released yesterday for Valentine's weekend, Saturday the 13th. It is called Virtual Mood and Movie Night. So what that's going to be is basically, I asked a specific question. I'll talk about it in a minute. So spoken word poetry. Guess who's getting a pen and pad back out? Your guy right here. Mr. Ghost is getting his pen and pad back out. He ain't did it in a while, but it's about time. It's going to be powerful. Quite an Empress in the other room is going to be performing as well. Yeah. And also, Soul Scribe the Poet. She'll be on next Friday's Morning Machine. Yep. So, yeah, it's going to be 3 super dope poets. You'll get that experience. And also, the feature presentation is Brown Sugar. It won the other night in the list of votes. Brown Sugar will be present. So tickets will go on sale after the Morning Machine at 10 a.m. Monday morning. All right. So there you go. All right. And Tank the Sports Guy is going to open us up too. All right. Yeah.
Oh no, because I just got cut out. I just got cut out the show live.
I only got but so much time.
Yeah. I just got cut out the show live.
You did not.
Nice try. What you got going on?
Hey, look, y'all look at the time.
Go. What time you? I mean, what you got going on? Go.
Another person that's coming out, telekinesis. For y'all don't know, that's my spoken word person.
Okay.
So I do write for real.
Okay.
You said telekinesis.
Yeah, the ability to move with words.
Okay.
Hey. I put you on to some Tank one day. But anyway, got that going on. Getting ready for another 7 symposium.
Okay.
Writing my book. Just a multitude of things. Running businesses, the norm.
Just the norm.
Yeah, just the norm. Right. It's the normal for me.
Well, y'all can follow me at all social media. I am TrinetteLCollier.com. Fireside chat for February is coming up, so stay connected on the website. Make sure that you go to all IGs, YGM 7671, and the Clubhouse After 9 edition will be debuting February the 2nd Saturday in February. So look out for that. We will be on Clubhouse After 9 edition.
I can be bad.
Yes, you can be. Yeah,
I can be bad.
We can be grown.
Okay.
Ground.
Okay, so I can say some words that I can't say on here.
Yeah, you can. It's the After 9 edition.
I'm gonna tell them how to get breakfast in bed guaranteed. Go
smiggity smack.
And my co-host
in bed guaranteed.
My co-host will be the real La Tressa. Because
Tressa.
She is a certified life coach on this. So we gonna come from the female perspective, but we're gonna need y'all for that. So stay tuned and stay connected for that. But I appreciate you all, and we're gonna come right back here because we're gonna start off February. Oh my gosh, I got some things up my sleeve for the fellas, y'all. We're gonna do some things up in here for the month. All right. So until next week. Y'all, we coming right back here. 102.6 The Situation. You got mail messages from him. To next week. Peace out. We good. Bye.
Saturday mornings, I'm tuned in. Listening to TaShon, she be going in. Black queen for us black kings. We can learn a thing or two when we're locked in. One of the few places we can be heard. Man, I rocks with her, that's my word. The show is enlightening, engagement always enticing. I always come with an open mind, I'm never frightened. I guarantee to walk away with minerals. Now that I'm thinking everything else is minuscule. We're the fools who don't protect black women. No argument, disrespect. And that's it, y'all. Please come in peace when you call in. Cause the friends ain't no slouch, fair warning. You got mail messages from him. Y'all better listen if you wanna win. Wanna win in life, y'all. You wanna win in life. Tune in to TaShon and Friends. You got mail messages from him. Yeah. You've got mail messages from him. 10 a.m. to noon Saturdays. Tune in. Yeah. You got mail messages from him.